her schoolgirl affectations and body movements. Like, okay, ready? Here it is. Like, okay. She raises herself off her chair. Like, I'm just really excited. I'm really excited about this. Okay.
You're so right.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something you haven't heard yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to blow your mind.
Okay. Right, like that.
Right.
The entertainment world, long known for rumors and scandals, has been rocked by a new story linking major celebrities to criminal investigations. The latest buzz involves Oprah Winfrey and Diddy, with reports suggesting the FBI has issued arrest warrants tied to a mysterious list connected to Diddy. This unexpected twist has captivated both the public and the media, as Oprah, one of the most respected figures in entertainment, finds herself allegedly entangled in a narrative no one saw coming.
And he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Another day, another resurfaced Diddy video now gone viral.
He's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives.
In fact, 2 videos with Justin Bieber bringing more heat to the rapper, who's pleading his innocence from behind bars after being charged with sex trafficking and racketeering.
Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs.
Got me a Lamborghini.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini?
Diddy and the underage Justin appearing on Jimmy Kimmel Live in 2011, referencing this vid posted 2 years earlier on Justin's verified YouTube channel.
You come down like you gotta, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
All right, 16.
You're not ready.
16.
Let's slow down, Justin.
Okay.
He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Oh, apparently not.
Everything ain't for everybody.
Flash forward to 2024, amid Diddy's arrest, these moments re-entering the conversation, sparking speculation the then teenage pop star may have attended those alleged freak-offs.
Where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream, and we gonna go full crazy.
We're going crazy.
Crazy.
Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang with some girls.
Man after my heart, that's what I'm talking about, kid.
As for Justin, who's now 30, a source told ET the new dad's energy is going towards wife Haley and son Jack, and he's not focused on what is going on with Diddy or the allegations against him.
He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent, and we're going to fight this case with all of our might until we don't have to fight any longer.
For decades, Oprah Winfrey has been an emblem of success, philanthropy, and empowerment. Rising from humble beginnings, she built a media empire that transformed her into one of the most influential figures in the world. Her achievements have made her a symbol of overcoming adversity and using her platform for positive change.
Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. See, this is the one. This is the one I've been wanting to see. This is what I've been talking about. Gene Deal goes off on Oprah, Gayle King, and Diddy celebrity friends for not speaking out against Diddy. And like I said, this brother either got some tape, some dirt on them. I remember Diddy said something about, hey, if y'all really, like, for the ones who really rock with me, like he was saying, like, I mean, really, really rock with me. I think what he said by that is like, for the ones who really know what I be doing and know that you were there to witness it. And I know what you did too. It's crazy, man. Because like I said, where's everybody at? All the people that was at these parties, where y'all at now? Back on the Art of Dialogue channel. I'll leave in the description. We ain't gonna waste no more time, man. Shout out to all the good humans. Let's jump right into it. Let's see what he got to say.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. That's crazy, man. But why haven't any of Diddy friends spoke up for him?
My man, listen here. All those ones who made it to the Diddy party,
Yeah.
to the after party, and to the hotel lobby.
After the party is the after party.
They not gonna ruin their brand.
Speak on it.
They not gonna say nothing. Man, I was watching the other day. Listen to me. They did that. They on Channel 2 News here in New York. Gayle King and Nate and that other guy, they were talking about. They showed the him beating Cassie, and they showed him the apology and the whole 9 yards. All they said is that we have commentary about that, but we got to go to a commercial. They never came back and said nothing about it. I was like, yo, damn. He still got power like that? Somebody still like him like that? Because you know he was running with Oprah and them. He was running with that whole crew.
Yeah.
Weinstein, Oprah, Epstein. He was running with that whole crew.
And we know what Oprah said about Weinstein, you know, when all that stuff came out. So I'm trying to tell y'all, man, I know I've been covering a lot of these videos. I feel like that this is what's...
Diddy, on the other hand, rose to fame as a music mogul, entrepreneur, and cultural icon. While both he and Oprah have faced their share of controversies, the notion that their paths could intersect in a criminal investigation feels like a plot straight out of a tabloid thriller. However, the whispers surrounding this situation suggest something much deeper than the usual surface-level scandals that often plague celebrities, hinting at more serious and complex issues at play.
You know, because it's a lot of people who support a lot of these artists, these talk show hosts. I was doing it at one point. But it's when you find out information, man, you need to act on it. Whether it's not supporting them no more, I want to know everything I need to know. All right, because these people will have you fooled, man. They will have you fooled.
They want to know how we're going to do it, how the public is going to take him. Is the public going to let him back in? And the public is not. The public is already canceling him. I don't believe the industry has canceled him yet. All those people who went to those Diddy parties, not one of them had came out and denounced what he has done. I haven't heard one of them. I have not heard one person denounce, well, man, let God handle it. Get the hell out of here.
He ain't lying.
Get out of here with that.
That's what most of them are saying.
If that was your daughter, would you let God handle it? All those people, they ain't denounced him. They ain't definitely, they can't come forward and say, yo, I support him. Because it would mess up their brand.
Yeah.
It would mess up their brand. Jay-Z. We the only one could call each other Sean. Jay is the only one could call me Sean. I'm the only one could call him Sean. Get the hell out of here. If that ain't no fun boy stuff.
Yeah.
But you ain't had not one person, brother, not one person sit there, denounce what he did, or come forward and say, I support him.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Nobody haven't came out to support him, man. Not one person outside of Stevie J.
Yeah, Stevie J.
Stevie don't count, bro.
Again, like, you know, I wonder what people are going to say once all this cools down. whether it's him going to jail, him not going. I just wonder what people are going to say because,
The story reportedly begins with a list, a document containing names, transactions, and connections that implicate powerful figures in a series of illicit activities. According to insiders, this list was uncovered during an unrelated FBI investigation into financial crimes within the music industry. The discovery has since sparked intense speculation about the individuals named and their involvement in the unfolding investigation, leading to a widening web of intrigue.
In the night of March 9th, 1997, there was a big vibe party at the Peterson Museum in LA. I guess Puffy talks Biggie into actually attending.
Yo, that whole week, man, Puff was like, yo, man, Big, you gotta come to this party. And he was like, yeah, all right, cause now he, I know why he was calling him Diddy. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, all right, Diddy, all right. He said, yeah. So then Puff was like, yo, Big, you gotta go to this party. And he wasn't getting the response that he needed from Big to make sure that he was going to the party. So this was real odd. Puff came one day and he had Sally Richardson, her makeup person, and this other chick, I think. And he said, yo, I need D-Rock to ride with me. And then he said, Gene, you stay here with Big. And I was like, which was weird. So D-Rock stayed gone the whole day with Puff. And that never happened, So I guess the chick liked D-Rock or whatever. That's what Puff wanted her to do. And next thing you know, I've gotten phone calls. I got a phone call from Unique from Mecca Audio, right? And Unique from Mecca Audio say, yo, vest up. Those guys is coming to get y'all. I tell Chaz, the day of the party, I spoke to Chaz. He said, yeah, it's gonna be some street shit, bruh. I'm letting you know that. So now, I called my man, I forgot his name D, but I called him, he used to fuck around with Jodeci. I asked him, was they coming to the party? Cause we going to the Vibe party. And he said, nah, we ain't going. So I come in the house, cause I was at the Beverly Hills Hotel, and I go directly upstairs. I say, Paul, where Puff at? He said, he upstairs with Kim. So I call him, I say, Puff. He comes to the top of the staircase. And I say, yo, Puff, I got some intel, brother. You understand? Now, Puff, no.
Sources claim that the list not only points to financial impropriety, but also hints at darker, more sinister dealings involving a network of influential individuals. While Diddy's name reportedly appears as a central figure, the real shock came when Oprah's name was allegedly mentioned as well. This unexpected connection has raised eyebrows and intensified speculation about the extent of the involvement of these major figures in the criminal activities outlined in the list.
Ain't never heard me ever tell him not to go nowhere. And I didn't tell him not to go nowhere that night. I said, Puff, I got some intel. The guys are coming to kill us tonight at the museum party. He said, Gene, I don't want to hear that shit. He said, you ain't got to go if you don't want to go. You understand? But I don't want to hear that. So, quiet as it kept, I'm the only one with toast. You know what I'm saying? I know Paul don't have nothing. I know D-Rock don't have nothing. I brought 3 with me. So, I'm thinking all kind of crazy shit. I was like, yo, damn, this motherfucker said I ain't gotta go. So I went in Andre Harrell's, he had this long wooden table in this like dining room setting. Oak wood, a beautiful table. And D-Mac, couple Puff kids from the street team, and one of his best friends, what's his name? Charles, they call him Charlie something. They was all at the table and stuff like that. And I just started bamming on the table, boom, 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 boom. I said, fuck, man. And he said, cause I had that feeling inside me and something just came over. I said, yo, but I had my vest on, Alex. I said, yo, this shit's gonna go down. And then I said, somebody said, yo, Gene, what's wrong with you? I said, my man, niggas is coming to kill us tonight and y'all niggas is joking like it's a joke or something. Y'all niggas acting like this shit is a joke. Y'all talking about some fucking party. And D-Max said, nigga, we lock and load together. We lock and load together. I said, I don't see nobody locking. I don't see nobody loading. I called the block, because back then you used to call on the payphones. They had the payphones. I called my block on 112th Street. Sean and Shay. I think Shay picked up the phone first, or I think Sean picked it up. One of them picked up the phone. And I said, put Slick on the phone. I said, yo, Slick, I got a...
As news of the FBI's involvement spread, speculation grew about what could possibly tie Oprah and Diddy together in such a dramatic way.
What could possibly
Diddy,
tie Oprah
with his
and Diddy
extensive
together in such a
influence
dramatic
in
way?
music,
Diddy,
fashion,
with his
and
extensive
nightlife,
influence in
has
music,
often
fashion,
faced
and
allegations of
nightlife,
shady
has often faced
dealings,
allegations
though
of
none
shady
have stuck in a
dealings,
legal
though none
sense.
have stuck in a
The
legal
idea
sense.
that both figures could be connected in a criminal investigation has captivated the public's imagination, as it seems unlikely given their high profiles and otherwise carefully managed reputations.
From Unique and Chaston told me some niggas gonna come, get at us tonight. He said, listen, brother, don't fuck with them, don't go then. Puff said he told you not to go, don't go. I said, nah, I ain't gonna leave them kids out like that. I'ma go. So then I hang up the phone and I read RJ Rail House. I walked outside. Guess who's outside? It's Big, Tone, D-Rock, and Lil C's, and G-Money. They in the car right there. Tone and D-Rock is outside. They had a Nerf basketball playing on this little basketball goal. And so then I say, Big. He said, yo, what up, Gene? I said, yo, man, niggas gonna try to come kill us tonight, Big. I just got some intel. Lil C said, Gene, go ahead on with that old cop shit. You think you know everything. So me and Big had a big conversation that night that day in the Winnebago, all the time that Puff and D-Rock was gone. And I said, when Lil C said, go on with that cop shit, I said, yo, what you need to do, Lil C's, and get you a GED. You know what the fuck that is? He said, what's that? I say, a good enough degree, so they don't cheat you out your money like they did your man right here. And I was pointing at Big. You know what I'm saying? Because we used to snap at each other, you know what I'm saying? With the Harlem and the Brooklyn shit like that. So he said to me, he said, yo, Gene, go ahead with that bullshit before I have Tone and D-Rock hold you while Lil C's get his shit off. I said, man, let me tell you something, bro. All that shit sound good. It may make you feel good, but it won't be healthy. And Big said, started laughing. And then next thing you know, Puff come walking out the door. Let's go. We all hops in the car.
Oprah, in contrast, has long maintained her image as a beacon of positivity and inspiration, making any suggestion of her involvement in criminal activities seem almost unthinkable. However, the FBI's alleged issuance of arrest warrants suggests that the evidence may be far more compelling than anyone expected.
You heard about how Sean said that Diddy offered him $50K, for doing 10 years for him? You heard about that?
I think Sean did 10 years in prison for deciding to pull out a gun and start shooting in the air. That's what I think. And if Puff gave him $50,000 for that, that's $50,000 more than he had. Bro, like I said before, I wasn't there. I can only go by what Wolf said and Wolf told me. You understand? And even though there's a victim that says that Puff shot her in the face, there's witnesses that's coming out now saying that they were right in front of Puff. And Puff never had a gun. So I don't know what to believe. I wasn't there. I can only believe what Wolf told me. Wolf was close to me. I knew Wolf. Wolf put me in back with Bad Boy. So.
But he did admit that he shot the gun in the club. He was just saying that they wanted him to blame Diddy and he could walk away, but he didn't. So.
Well, then they wanted him to lie. They wanted him to lie. They wanted him to lie to send another man to jail for what he did. They wanted him to lie. Yo, when you're around people and they start talking about the behavior of another person, you know if they had something to do with what went down. And to me, I believe that Puff had nothing to do with it. I don't believe Puff pulled out no gun and shot. He ain't built like that. He's not built like that. He may have grown into that at a later time, but back then in that day in 99, he wasn't built like that. He wasn't gonna bust a grape in a wine factory. We had been in a number of situations and you could see that. He didn't want that type of smoke. Because he said, if those white people thought that I had anything to do with any gunplay, they not gonna spend no money with me. He told me that personally. So I don't believe he had anything to do with that. But there's a witness say they saw Puff shoot her in the face. I'm not gonna witness shame, and I'm not gonna witness blame.
Feel you, but I gotta ask you about these reports, right? You heard about how Diddy and 6ix9ine is in the same jail?
They have to share the same unit, bro, because they celebrities. They have celebrities, snitches, and people in PC all together. You understand what I'm saying? So that's not nothing that would be, and 6ix9ine only got 10 days. I don't believe he's still in there. He was only doing 10 days for a drug charge or probably having a dirty urine when he went to his PO or whatever like that. So he didn't do long in there. They probably didn't even see each other. But you know, they probably didn't even see each other.
Public reaction was immediate and divided. Oprah's loyal fan base rallied to her defense, calling the allegations a baseless attack on a powerful Black woman. Social media quickly flooded with hashtags like Stand with Oprah and Justice for Oprah, as fans demanded transparency and fairness in the investigation.
Gene Deal, happy to have you back on the platform, man. We got a lot to get into, man. Diddy mom, she came out defending her son, man. How you feel about that? She made a comment saying that he's not a monster.
I guess this is my newfound career, so I'm gonna say what's on my mind and what I think, brother. First of all, that's his mother. Wrong, right, or indifferent, she gonna lie, steal, kill, and protect her child. That's what she's supposed to do. But the apple don't fall far from the tree, man. You gotta realize that. You know, he didn't get all this from his daddy because he didn't know his daddy, even though they try to say his daddy was some big time drug dealer in the whole 9 yards. You understand? He didn't get this from his daddy. You gotta realize, man, you know, his mother had a modeling agency and it was alleged that it was also ladies of the night, a prostitution ring too. Or these ladies was doing things other than modeling. So the apple don't fall far from the tree. Yeah. So now you got to understand this, and looking at her and some of the stuff that he was saying, and their relationship has changed since I knew them, since I was around them. You understand? This man was talking about that his mother could take her palms and bend over and put them down on the floor. Not bend over, but she could stand straight up and put her palms on the floor, bruh. He's saying that about his mother. Who describes any of their mother actions like that in a sexual way? And then, you know, I don't know how many dudes do kiss their mother in their mouth when they 50, 60 years old or something like that. That's them, that's their whole thing, man. But that was a little kind of weird for me. And then his mother wore the same white fingernail polish that Cassie described that he liked to see her and other models in when she was describing her lawsuit. And what's crazy to me is that, man, it seemed like him and his mother had this, I don't want to get too deep, man, this Oedipus complex thing. You know what I mean? And a lot of people going to say, yo, Oedipus complex. Well, let me just tell you a brief story so you'll know. Oedipus it may have been Greek mythology, or it was probably Greek mythology or something like that, but it's a story about a young man that was told that he was going to kill his father.
On the other hand, skeptics and conspiracy theorists speculated wildly about the contents of the list and its implications for Diddy. The reaction was less sympathetic due to his history of controversies and legal battles. Many were quick to assume guilt, with some claiming this was just the tip of the iceberg in a larger, more complex story.
And marry his mother. So on the way, this young man had grown up, you know, he didn't know that he was an orphan and then was adopted by a family. He thought the family he was with was his mother and father, but it wasn't. So on the way to this town, he gets into an argument with this other man and he kills him. He kills that man. Then he goes into that town. A lady is weeping about her husband, being told that her husband was dead, and he ended up marrying that lady, which was his mother. So Sigmund Freud came up with this thing about this Oedipus complex, about a sexual relationship, whether it's physical or mental, with a mother and a son. So I'm looking at his mother and him on the couch, and both of them are getting IVs after one of the Diddy parties. Allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly because I wasn't there and I didn't know, but they showed them both getting IVs on the couch. So my whole thing about this thing is that I'm not saying that she was ever at a freak off, she was ever at that type of party, but you can't tell me Miss Janice Combs, who was always at the regular parties, didn't know nothing about the freak off parties. This is the same dude, bruh, that used to disrespect his mother. So I seen the love now that they have for each other only on film and camera. You know, on the YouTube or Instagram or wherever they were showing it and stuff like that. But this the same guy that Kirk Burrows once told me he slapped his mother. And I told everybody, had I known he slapped his mother after I told Kirk Burrows, Kirk told me after I straightened his ass out for cussing his mama out. His mother came in the limousine and he was on the phone and she said, yo, why don't you tell these people like that? And he just cussed her clean out like on some, didn't I tell you to stay out my motherfucking business?
As the media frenzy intensified, reports emerged that Oprah was panicking behind the scenes, despite her team publicly denying the allegations. Insiders claim she was scrambling to understand how her name had ended up in such a scandal, adding a layer of tension to an already unfolding crisis.